Thank you for the $10. Wipe until shiny. I never bought a UFC pay-per-view, and I thought, I wish I streamed this. Haney hugging Ryan last night made me say, this is why I'm illegally streaming this and all other boxing events. Okay. There you go. Rip boxing, dude. No, it was a good main event, but that's the thing with boxing, right? What else happened on the card? Oh, a robbery in the co-main event. Like, there's never anything else to talk about other than a main event in boxing cards until, like, you know, Wilder lost to fucking Parker. I don't give a care about any UFC fighter once they leave the UFC, like Rockhold, Yoel, etc. Is that weird? No, I still pay attention to their careers once they leave the UFC, but yeah, I care way less because their wins and losses are now irrelevant to their career, in my opinion. And as much as people say that's a casual take and, you know, this is the problem with the MMA. No, it's not, dude. You leave the Premier League. No one gives a fuck anymore, you know, like, and that will never change. I really don't think that'll ever change. You know what I mean? Bet 15 on Coke Nose, got 250. Who you got? Fury versus Usyk? I've got Usyk. I think Usyk's the best heavyweight boxer of this generation. Very clear by his 2 wins over AJ, which is such underrated wins now in hindsight. I have no idea how he did it. Thank you for the $5. I'm a diehard boxing fan, always have been. That being said, it is dumb as hell that when a fighter loses one time, they are dumped like stray cats. I know, true. And I get sucked into that as like a non-hardcore boxing fan. I just think it's tradition to shit on the loser. But yeah, I mean, listen, realistically, if Devin Haney takes a fight against Rolly Romero or takes a fight against someone of that nature that's coming off a loss and then picks up 2 wins, listen, he's right back in there looking for big fights. What Tank has done is actually a cunt move, like a pussy move. He sat out, beat the risk taker of the division, and then let the risk takers do other things while he just sits there with a win over him. Just like, yeah, I told you guys he was overrated. Like, come on, dude. Like, out of all the opponents that are coming up next, dude, Tanks are often like weird. Haney's he's not a champ still. He's not. The titles are vacant now. They're up in the air. But yeah, Tank's arguably the best at 130. I mean, he's smaller than them, though. So the matchups are kind of dumb, right? Because you're like draining Garcia down, whereas Garcia's naturally probably a 145er, even though there's no division for that. So I guess you would fight at 147, but, you know, he'd probably be quite small there. So it's like, it's a tricky one. There's a lot of people in between weight classes, and Tank's just their little fucking dwarf, making them fight down. Impression of Garcia's dad clowning Bill Haney for having nappy hair. No, we'll calm down. Ryan is boxing's last hope. I know he did do that, though, but let's calm down. Did you see, yeah, just need to fix the promoters, true. Did you see Ryan Garcia's dad get mogged by Eddie Hearn, chat?
Big respect to Ryan Garcia. He was amazing. I thought, well done, well done. Oh, really? Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You made my son, you piece of shit. What are you talking about? Fuck you. You know you're a piece of shit. And that's what you get. Really? Now what are you going to say? I'm going to say Luke Campbell and fucking Devin Haney. Fuck you. Now who you got? Who do you got? They're all good.
Respect. It was a good performance.
Sorry.
I know you're emotional.
Man, sorry.
Listen, it's a sport. When you win,
I know,
I give you all the respect in the world.
Okay, give Ryan the respect.
I just told him.
You did?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
This is how we work.
Sorry.
Don't worry. I respect you. I accept your apology.
Thank you.
He acting like he was on smoke, and all it took was Eddie Hearn to fucking flex his pecs at him, and all of a sudden he's fucking shaking hands like, you know, I'm sorry, I was emotional. Dude, Eddie Hearn mogged him. He spoke this weird tone. He said Jono Aarons, he said. Or Jono Ennis. Jaron Ennis. He like, it was some weird tongue that he said. It's like something in like native Aztec tongues. And it was like he was trying to infiltrate the brain. Don't know what the fuck a Jaron Aarons is, but Boots Ennis. Yeah, he was saying some weird like tongues. He was speaking in tongues. I know who Jaron Ennis is, dude. Boots. I know who it is. He's a boxer. Signed by Eddie Hearn. I know who it is. But yeah, that was cool. The Prime curse is real. Most combat sports athletes signed all lost by KO or dominant decision. It's the devil's work. Prime is the devil's work. And Ryan Garcia smited the demon out of fucking Devin Haney, dude. Beat the fucking chain off him. Thank you for the $5 Canadian. Take that fucking chain off. You know your shit. You're funny and respect. Thank you for the £2, Deadpool Unicorn. Thank you for the $10. Wait. Dominant decision. We need Ian Gary to sign now. We do need Ian Gary to sign up to Prime. I think Sean can give Ryan problems with his stance switches, distance, and pivots. Dude, O'Malley can hang with some of these top-level boxers. They are making very rookie mistakes, you know. That is how I'd imagine O'Malley might be able to look in a boxing match, you know? Like, O'Malley could definitely beat, like, the next level down that these guys beat. Like Luke Campbell. If O'Malley fought Luke Campbell, I could genuinely just see him KOing him. But, you know, it's boxing. It's different. I get it. You might not know until you're in there. So it's hard to tell. But I do think O'Malley could maybe give him a couple good rounds. Hey, fellas. Who has the better production, boxing or UFC? And also who has better commentary? UFC. Boxing commentary. I was listening to it. Chat, yes or no? Boxing commentary, they are allowed to be biased. They are encouraged to be biased. You can watch a boxing match between an American and an English boxing fighter. You watch the UK broadcast, dude, they are only talking about what the UK guy does well. And then you watch the American broadcast and they will absolutely glaze the US fighter and not say shit about the UK guy. They absolutely are incredibly nationally biased, which is crazy that they're just allowed to be, because no one even says anything about it. Like, it's insane. It's funny how everyone thinks Ryan is a mastermind. Dude had a mental breakdown and made bad decisions leading up to the fight, but was still better than Hearn. Yeah, listen, Ryan Garcia is a little fucking attention-seeking bitch in a way, right? Because there was certain things he was bringing up on social media where I was like, damn, this dude's based. He's saying the right shit. There is shit like that going on in the world. But then he would do something the next day, which is just like, dude, you're being a degenerate right now. Like, you're just being a lame-ass weirdo. Like, some of the weird shit he was doing on social media, in between speaking about the elites and this behind-the-scenes thing and Bohemian Grove, it's just like, dude, what are you doing right now, dude? You're, like, trying to make people think you're crazy. Or you are. Like, he is just a retarded little kid, in a way. He almost fell off from the Tank loss. I get it. He probably made way more money by hyping it up like that. But I don't think he was I do think he is a bit of a weirdo in general, right? This wasn't just a whole masterminded, I'll put on this character. Like, he is a bit of a weirdo, just in general. Ryan Garcia is the Corey Feldman of... He is a little bit, yeah. Corey Feldman's the guy from Goonies, right? With the one streak of hair down his face. I don't know who beats the new Ryan. Haney has the best defense. I mean, Tank is way smaller, and Ryan Garcia is like the Holloway of boxing, and not in that, like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't fight well against shorter opponents because of his left hook. Like, you kind of need your opponent to be stood tall in a way to get that left hook off well. Otherwise, it's too easy to duck under. Then you're exposed. And he don't have many other weapons other than a left hook. So he kind of needs a guy that's going to stand a bit tall with him so he can stand tall and land that left hook while he's rearing his chin out the way. When he's trying to land it on Gervonta Davis, it's coming low. It's easy to catch over the top of. His chin's up, like up, open. He's not leaning back. He's kind of hunched over a bit as he throws it. So I actually think Tank's probably like going to beat him again if they fight each other, even if they fought each other at a bit of a higher weight class. But no, sorry, Ryan Garcia sleeps everyone, no matter the fucking weight class. My bad.